This video covers the following Southern Pacific Railroad shops in the San Francisco area: Bayshore, Mission Bay, and the 7th Street Diesel Shop. When the Bayshore Cutoff was opened in 1907, the railroad's original San Francisco facilities, which were located more towards downtown, were deemed unacceptable, so SP decided to build a new shop facility on the west end of the cutoff to repair cars and locomotives assigned to the Coast Division. The new Bayshore shops and yards were built in 1910. The yard contained approximately 50 to 65 miles of track and was designed like a triangle. It measured 8,400 feet in length and 1,800 feet at its widest point. The Roundhouse area mainly serviced freight locomotives that were assigned to this division. They contained 40 tracks and an on-site powerhouse. Tracks 1 through 23 were outside whisker tracks, while numbers 24 through 40 were inside. The erecting and machine shop building had a footprint of 130 by 450 feet and contained 15 tracks. It was equipped with a 110-ton gantry crane. The Bayshore back shop not only performed heavy maintenance on the freight locomotives assigned here, but also passenger locomotives that were assigned to the Mission Bay Roundhouse. Other shop buildings included a tank and boiler shop, a locomotive paint shop, a planing mill, a passenger car repair building, and a freight car repair shed. There was also a Pacific Fruit Express ice manufacturing plant that supplied ice for their fleet of refrigerator cars. It was capable of freezing 80 tons of ice per day and could store 2,100 tons. It ceased operation in 1955. When diesel locomotives arrived on the SP in the 1940s and 50s, things changed for Bayshore. All heavy repair work was transferred to either Roseville or Sacramento, and the back shop, along with the boiler repair shop, was closed, which left only the roundhouse and car shops open to handle light repairs. The passenger car shop was closed in the 1960s. In the 1980s, Bayshore Yard was shut down. The freight car repair shop and back shop buildings were torn out, and only the roundhouse and boiler repair shop were left standing. In 2001, a fire gutted half of the roundhouse before firefighters were able to put it out. Today, the boiler shop is privately owned, and the roundhouse is still standing, although covered in graffiti. There has been talk of restoring it and turning it into a museum, but nothing has happened as of yet. The Southern Pacific's Mission Bay Roundhouse was located 6 miles north of Bayshore and close to the SP's 3rd and Townsend Street passenger terminal. It was built around 1906. This roundhouse was the main facility for servicing steam locomotives that were assigned to San Francisco commuter services, as well as the famous daylight passenger locomotives. It also served the early diesel passenger locomotives as they came online. In the 1960s, a set of nearby coachyard tracks were rebuilt to service the diesel commuter and mainline passenger locomotives now in service. The Mission Bay Roundhouse was closed, and the new area became known as the 7th Street Diesel Shop. In reality, 7th Street was nothing more than a refueling and staging area. Any locomotives that required heavy maintenance were sent to the Bayshore Roundhouse. In 1971, the creation of Amtrak removed the long-distance trains from the 3rd and Townsend Street passenger terminal, leaving only the SP commuter trains. In 1980, the California Department of Transportation started subsidizing the SP commuter service in and out of San Francisco. And in 1985, they started replacing the well-worn Southern Pacific passenger equipment with its own. Caltrain still used the 7th Street Diesel Shop for refueling. Repairs and heavy maintenance work were contracted out to the SP shops at Roseville. The end for 7th Street Diesel Shop came in 2007 when Caltrain opened its centralized equipment maintenance and operations facility just north of San Jose. It now handles repairs on all Caltrain locomotives and passenger cars. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. You can also support us on Patreon. Links are in the description.